Hello?
Hey, can you hear me?
Yeah. How's
Cool,
it
man.
going?
How you doing?
I'm doing alright. I'm having a pretty good day so far, actually. It's a nice day today.
Nice. I see you're making some progress with that Falco.
Yeah, and my Falco the last week or so has, like, really taken off.
That's
It
good to hear.
was it was like I felt like for like a while like I had like a handle on things and I understand what I should be doing, but like I just couldn't move. And then like the last like 3 or 4 days, something just clicked, and now I can move. It's not perfect, but it's a lot more fun rather than just missing every L cancel and fast fall and basically just the consequences of a decade of Fox.
Yeah. I hear you.
All right, so could you do a quick intro for the stream, just so they know who you are?
Yeah, sure. All right, hey guys. My alias is DMT, and I've been playing on the box since September the 16th of 2020. I'm hoping to learn more about my blind spots in the game, as well as getting a better idea of how to approach the process of analysis going forward, because a goal of mine is ultimately self-reliance. Although it's cool to have an opportunity to get some insight from a great player.
Okay, nice. How long did you say you've been playing? How long you been playing?
So I've been playing the game for much longer. I've been playing for maybe like 4 years,
Okay,
but
yeah,
I
okay,
started on box September.
okay. And how do you feel like your tech skill is like? Do you feel like you're mostly doing like what you're trying to do on the box now?
I'm better in every conceivable way on the box.
Okay, okay, great. All right, so the first VOD you sent me, are they both Fox Samus?
Yes.
Okay, so what are your thoughts on this matchup going in? Like, what do you struggle with?
So I don't. I've heard you use this term cohesive. I don't have a cohesive game plan,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm trying to not get hit by projectiles. And I also have to figure out how to hit Samus. And I know I have this vague idea. I want Samus in the air,
Mm-hmm.
but that's it.
Okay. All right. All right. Let's see what how this goes. Oh, let me switch to screen and then I'll screen share you.
Cool.
All right. Is it working?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
great.
I see it.
Hmm. Okay. Yeah, after this, I want to take a look at a platform stage because you're doing like a lot of like full hop double jump stuff, and like
Hmm.
using that is fine as long as there's a top platform, but it's not very good on this stage. Okay,
Okay.
so Samus is a very limited character. She doesn't have a lot of options, but she has at least one option that beats any sort of committal option by you, which you probably noticed. Like if you jump in with a nair or something, she can always get like an up B out of shield, or she'll get a wave dash back down smash, or a down tilt or something like that. Depending on like anything you do, the Samus can technically cover it, but that doesn't mean that she can cover the majority of things often enough. So basically you have to know that she is very limited, and so that means that her decision making is limited to a few good options. She doesn't actually have a lot of things she can do. She's looking for very specific situations where what you do is very obvious. So if
Mm.
and so basically the goal is to just play around those situations. And so first of all, so I'm just gonna sort of like hit on a bunch of different points, and then we'll sort of move towards like a more cohesive. I know I said cohesive again, but a more like cohesive analysis of like what you can do to like improve on it.
Okay.
So, you know that you want Samus in the air. Why do you want Samus in the air?
It seems easier to hit with up airs, maybe Shark for stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
It seems easier. The options are much more limited for
Mm-hmm.
Samus.
Right. Okay.
So,
Yeah. So,
yeah.
yeah. So some of her main moves to counter what Fox does are down tilt, up tilt, and wave dash, and shield, and up B out of shield. And pretty much those are like her moves that beat your moves. And once she's in the air, she doesn't actually have moves that beat your moves. All she has is like what she's gonna drop a nair or something like that. She doesn't actually have good options once she's in the air. And she also doesn't have a shield grab. So you can play a little bit aggressively in like this kind of range without necessarily worrying about her shield grabbing or something like that, because the best she can do in this case is like up B out of shield. So she's very limited in that sense, and you can sort of play around that and then look for ways to even further limit her by like putting her in the air, for example. So
So if Samus has her shield up, and
mhm.
if my execution's on point, I could just Nair Shine over and over, for example. What's the counterplay for that?
Well, you can, but something that might be better is something like grabbing her, and then if you up
Okay.
throw, then now she's in the air. So it's like, so okay, so you're correct to think that like, yeah, if you do like perfect nair shine pressure, that's gonna be pretty all right. But a lot of times you'll still end up getting a beat out of that. But you can like comfortably nair, like, for instance, like kind of like in front of her shield to get close to her and end up in this really awkward spot where she's shielding, but her up B won't hit you. And then you can go for like a grab, or something that KJH does a lot, and he's really good against Samus, is he'll go for the down tilt because her shield actually struggles a lot to cover her feet.
Wow. Okay.
So like something like run up. So like a really solid mix up is like run up and then down tilt, because a lot of times she has to shield to protect herself from your nair, or sometimes she'll wave dash back, and then like if you run up and down tilt like right here, it'll usually poke actually, even if she has like a pretty full shield. And so if she's at like 70 or something like that, you can actually 70 something, I don't know the exact percent, but you know, like somewhat below 100, but like a sort of like a kill-ish percent, you can actually run up and down tilt, and then if she DIs in, you get a free up air and you get an early kill.
Wow. Okay.
So
That's
and
good to
like
know.
and the down tilt is useful at a lot of different percents because it'll get her into the air. So that's one of the things. And then so think about if you have that, and then you also have the potential to grab her and then you up throw her. You don't get actually a combo out of the up throw, but she has to come down, and now you have like a really good. Her options are extremely limited, once she's in the air. So you have down tilt and you have grab as ways for sure to put her in the air, even if she's shielding. Those two will usually work. And so just having the confidence that you have both of those options actually like changes the mix-up game pretty significantly, rather than think like, because like a lot of habits that Fox mains get into is they end up in this spot where they're dash dancing and their opponent is doing things, and you usually just want to kind of do a weird spacing and then nair in or something, or drill in. And those options are really good against like basically the entire cast except for Samus. Like there are some characters that can handle different ranges better and stuff like that, but like for the most part, just sort of dash dancing and then jumping in with an aerial randomly, a lot of times Samus will be able to deal with that. Between like wave dash back down tilt, wave dash back down smash, CC stuff, shield up B. She has a lot of ways to actually respond to you jumping in with aerials. But she doesn't have good ways to actually challenge your dash dance. If she wants to challenge your dash dance, she has to do something like wave dash in down tilt, wave dash in forward smash, wave dash in forward tilt. So she doesn't, like, if you're just, so imagine like you're the Samus and then Fox is dash dancing here. What do you really have to like approach with? Like it doesn't feel like your character can't just be like flung forward like Fox. So she actually doesn't have her best thing is that she can wave dash in, and Samus has a 3-frame jump squat just like Fox. So it's kind of difficult to react to her wave dash, and that's why she does have these sort of like mix-ups here, but they're overall like very committal, and if you just happen to kind of be throwing something out in that range while she's wave dashing, then she might get, clipped. So another thing is that if you drill Samus has this super special garbage thing where I hate it, but like obviously it's good for Samus, but she has this thing where like whenever you hit a character like kind of weakly on the ground with like a drill or something like that, the characters go into this little like you hit me animation where they kind of like reel back a little bit. You know what I'm talking about?
Maybe I do.
Okay.
I'm
okay. Okay. Yeah,
not
that's
sure.
fine. So let me just show you really quick. So this is. So for instance, like let's say I'll just use Falco because it's easier to see it because it has like longer stun. So it's like somebody's on the ground, and then let's do this, and then actually I can just do normal, and then speed is like 1/2. Okay. See how he does this little like this animation, right? So the difference is that when Samus does hers, she does this. Oops. Look at that.
Like completely
she
gets out of the way.
She like dodges. So what happens is when you do this as Fox, she actually will dodge out of the hits of your drill.
Wow, okay, so that's why I'm getting down smashed.
And then
so
she just down smashes you because she like literally you have to like go into her like this, and if she does one SDI, then her dodge animation causes her to slip out. And this is like a unique thing with Samus. Like she does this better than any other character. Where, like if she's here and I'm right next to her and I just drill in place, she pops out without any DI. And if she just
SDI.
if she ASDIs out, she gets literally a free down smash.
Wow, okay, I never noticed that.
So yeah, it's not something you would necessarily notice just like right away by looking at the character, but so that's like a very critical point where like it's very difficult to hit Samus with a drill, and if you're going to hit her with a drill combo, it's like let's say she whiffs something and you decided that you're going to come in with a drill. It's really important to focus on hitting with as few drill hits as possible, and usually trying to like single hit the drill, because that'll actually give you like this shine afterward, which will actually set up for something rather than just getting instantly destroyed for it. So that's like actually something that's pretty big, because you'll try to drill her and she just slips out, and then you nair her and she crouches and she down smashes you or something like that, So she has these ways to sort of deal with Fox's most common grounded options, specifically, up out of shield and the CC, and she literally gets out of drill for free. So she has these parts of her character that are like way too strong, like she has these parts of her character that's like, wow, she just gets out of drill for free. She has an invincible out of shield, like up out of shield is invincible. I think it comes out on frame 4, but it's invincible until frame 4. So like she basically has an invincible option out of shield. She has she can wave dash back faster than Fox can approach. Like her acceleration on her wave dash is huge, so she can just get out of the way and then throw out a move if you're running in. So she has ways to counter what you do, and she has these strong aspects of her character, but those are like the strong aspects, and then the other parts of her character are like super weak. So it's tempting when you're not used to the matchup to look at it like Samus is a normal character, plus she has all of these annoying things like her up B out of shield and her really good CC down smash and stuff like that. But it's actually, she doesn't have most of the things that like normal good characters have. She just has these specific weird things, and all of those things together sort of add up to make her like fairly strong. So you have to play against Samus in a very unique way compared to the rest of the cast because of these like random super strengths and like super weaknesses, like not having a legit grab.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
It seems like for me the most annoying aspect is the projectiles. Something I
Mm-hmm.
realized, and tell me what you think about this. So it seems like I need to be in a range where Samus is not comfortable shooting projectiles, and so I can't be too far away, but I can't be too close because I'm just getting down smashed or something. So I just have to
Yes.
be in this perfect range, maybe like three
So
character distances
the
away or something,
perfect
dash
the
dancing.
the perfect range against Samus, and I can show you right now. The range that's really important against Samus is the other is it cuz this is open? Yeah, okay. Let me just do this really quick. Oh, wait, it's not going to work cuz I need to restart Dolphin. Okay. But the correct range to be at against Samus is, don't think about it based on her threat ranges. You know, think about it based on your threat ranges. That's usually like normally it's kind of like you want to think about how you're going to get your good options, and then you think about how to protect yourself from her. So the
Okay.
best range is where if you dash back and then dash in, you can get a shine. So Armada actually made a big point of this, like a lot of times, is that he thinks the strongest option that Fox has against Samus by a lot is running shine. So running shine is really good against her because, like, let's say you run back and then run in, you get the running shine right here. And so if I'm right here against Samus, remember, let's say she's shielding here, she doesn't actually have a lot of good options for this. And if I do this, oops, if I'm here and I do this, I get the running shine. So this is like a really difficult range and punish for her to deal with because, you know, what's she gonna do? You know, if she forward tilts, or if, like, let's say you're here and then she tries to down smash and you run out of the way, run in and hit this, it beats her forward tilting in place, it beats her up tilting in place, it beats a lot of her options, and then if she chases you with like wave dashing in or something like that, then you know you can she has entered the same exact range. Where like if you dash back and then she wave dashes after you, you're now in this spot where you do that. So that's
Interesting.
that's the basis of the grounded game, is that you're looking for the dash dance into the wave shine, and the reason why that's so good is because you can get, you know, you can get running shine into an up tilt, which you can imagine is like awful for her because you just do this and then you get this nice little shark on the ground and do whatever you want. Or you can do this into like an up smash, not at this low of a percent because she'll tech it, but if you get this and then you do this, now she's in this same spot where you get this nice shark, then she's off stage, and then you just sort of slowly edgeguard, get some laser damage, and then, you know, eventually finish her off. So that's sort of like the idea, is that you're looking for a way to get some kind of opening where you get her into the air, and then like this, maybe even like, you know, you're not confident at the percent to up smash, and you do this, and then you get to wait for this, and then you have these nice juggles, and then you can kind of like keep her off. The thing is you can't guarantee an edge guard on Samus, but once she's like kind of here, you know, you don't. Okay, so there's a few things. So if she is recovering off stage with the bombs, you can actually just jump off stage into the bombs. Like literally just jump out and hit up and touch the bomb, and then that forces her to do additional bombs. Have you seen that before?
Yeah, I've seen it, but I haven't applied it.
Okay, yeah, so that is actually really good, and I use that edgeguard a lot. Just jump out directly into the first bomb, and it'll force her to do a second bomb, and then it throws off the height of her whole recovery. So you can use that, you know, jump off, get hit by the... You can shine the bombs too, but depending on the spacing, there's actually a way that she can trap you using the bombs and kill you, like if you shine it. So I would recommend just jumping off into the bomb, and then you jump away, and then, you know, she's recovering low, and then you have the chance for, you know, the shine back air stuff, where you shine her up B, and then if she happens to do, like, tether, then the back air will hit her a lot of times. And you can kind of, okay, now I got rid of her tether. Now she's over there. She does a bomb. You wait a second. She does another bomb. You jump into the bomb, go over here, go recover. And then, you know, you can limit her options that way. And so it's like you can't, like, guarantee an edge guard by just waiting for her. A lot of people will just kind of wait. And then Samus will eventually force them off the edge. Then they get up. Then Samus just gets off ledge with, like, a no impact land. And then you have to move out of the way because you don't want to get down smashed or something like that. So you can like wait and then be aggressive a little bit and go for these options. I would actually suggest like practicing to go for those kind of like aggressive jumping into the bombs and stuff like that. Or if she's being really greedy and drifting forward, because the thing is normally she's not going to drift forward super hard out of the bombs if you jump out, because then she'll just get shined. So if you have the chance to just jump out and shine her, go for it. But most of the time, when she'll do the bombs, and then... I know there's a lot of info right now, but I'm just sort of trying to cover all the things that I think are, like, the most useful. So she'll be right here, and if she just drifts in out of this bomb, you can just jump out and shine her, like out off stage. If she just drifts in like that, that's an easy shine. But most of the time, they'll do kind of like this thing. And so if they do like this... This is when you jump into that first bomb, because then they're forced to recover down here. Because they'll do this, and then they're getting ready to their second bomb. Like, if I'm mashing, the second... Right there. That's where the second bomb comes out. So if during this at any time, if you jump into that first bomb, then she's actually stuck, and she's kind of in, like, this type of thing. Where, like, she has to go significantly lower. And you're, like... that's basically, like, a way to, like, kind of put a wrench in her recovery, and then look for possible ways to open her up. So those are your two ways of killing her, is basically either you get a random like kind of early up smash or a down tilt up air. Like those are literally your kills. Is like you can get a down tilt up air. So that's like at if we go to like 75 or something, it looks like this. And she's just dead. I think I might kill it like 70. This is so good because it'll poker shield. So you do this. Oops. You run in. This. She's literally dead at 70.
Nice.
So it's like you can kill off that. You can kill off of this into this, and then getting this. That also kills really, really early against Samus, because she dies off the top really easily. Those are two ways to kill. Or sometimes you get her off stage into the edge guard, and then you go for the limiting thing off stage, and then try to get more damage, or like trick her into going for something like an up smash or something like that. There are a lot of situations where you'll kind of you'll end up sort of like building her damage up to like 180 off stage or something like that, and that's just kind of natural, and it just kind of happens. Those aren't the ones you want. You really do want those sort of kills, or the up smash. But a lot of times you'll get her off stage, and then your only option is to go for that kind of damage build thing. Also, she'll do a thing where she does this fair from ledge here. You've probably had that happen to you a lot.
Definitely.
And just CC and shine. Just mash shine. That's the right answer. KJH labbed this out a lot. The right answer there is always just
it's really that
hold
simple?
down shine. Yeah. That's the answer.
Okay.
Don't try to shield, don't try to do anything else. Just literally hold down and mash shine, and you'll open her up out of it, and she'll be forced to either continue recovering or go to ledge or something like that. So that's actually the play. Just so you know that there's like a way out of that like every time. You don't have to, because if you start shielding and then trying to like shine out a shield, then she'll do fair up B, and then she'll hit your shine out of shield and stuff like that. Don't worry about that. Always just hold down and shine that. Okay, so now let's go back.
This is already super insightful.
Awesome. So now that we've gone through sort of the basics of the matchup, let's go through this and sort of like look for ways you could have dealt with it. So this is really silly by the Samus. Like, remember, your goal is to get Samus in the air. And a big part of the reason why it's so good to have Samus in the air is because you have repeated nair options and stuff like that, where like, you know, if Samus is here and you nair her, you just get nair, 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 back air, or nair, 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 up air, or something like that. Those combos are really easy. Like, imagine like a Falcon comboing Samus, right? Where they just like up air, up air, up air. You can kind of do that with like nairs if you catch her in the air. So that if you see a Samus jump like this, you shouldn't like be dash dancing here, because this doesn't do anything. if you see her in the air, feel free to end up like right here, or literally like run underneath her and then just like up tilt. Like, what is she going to do, you know?
Very true.
So if she puts herself in the air for you, then just be like, well, why thank you, you know? Like, I guess I'll play from the advantage state, because it's like, think about it, if you could, one of your best openings at 0 on Samus is to grab and up throw her on this stage specifically, or like not specifically, but the advantage is like extra on this stage, because you can get the grab, you can get the up throw, and then she's in the air and she doesn't have a lot of options, and you have all these, you know, like when she lands, you can dash dance, grab, and up throw again. You can dash dance into a running shine, and then you get your running shine and to get her in the air. There's so many ways that you can fight her when she's in this position. So dashing back here, like, it doesn't actually serve a purpose. You're just kind of going, okay, I'll let you get this missile out for free, you know? So you just let her get the missile out. And then, so you nair through it, which is sometimes okay, but not when she's doing it such that she can, like, shield like this. Because you're too committed, you see? Like, so the thing is, in a situation like this, where you... So, once again, like I said, there's no reason to not just go in here and, like, this is a free hit, basically. But if she does get the missile out, it's okay to go for this nair if you want. But, like, you have to make sure... I honestly am not a huge fan of this nair, because she's just at 0, and there's just not a lot of options that can really do anything out of this. I would have just dodged the missile, like, here, and then just kept playing. Because you already missed out on the opportunity. Because you're basically trying to force it, but you're trying to force it, like, too late.
Yeah.
And then, so... At low percent, against a lot of characters, when they're at low percent like this seems really good. You're like, ooh, this is a great spot. Like, maybe I'll get a Gimp or something like that. But this is actually Samus's Gimp territory. It's kind of unusual, but because she has the down smash here, she has a much higher chance of actually gimping you out of this situation than you have over gimping Samus in this situation. So... if you were maybe at, like, higher percent or something like that, this would be great. Because, like, let's say let's say you're at, like, 100 and she nairs you here. You just go to the other side of the stage and you're fine. But when you're at this percent, there's always a chance that you can get caught by something weird, and then suddenly you're down smashed, or you slip off stage and she just taps you with something and you air dodge. That's happened to me a ton of times, where, like, she'll up B and you get kind of sucked in by the up B, and then you're here and you were trying to wave dash and you air dodge and you die randomly. Because it's like, you're basically against a really good Samus, your chances of actually killing out of this situation, even if they don't have their double jump, are like 0. It's very, very low. And so it's basically, there's not a reason to force your advantage in the corner when you're both at such a low percent. And then, yeah, so this happens, and then he gets the down smash, or they get the down smash, and then now look, like, there wasn't anything you were able to do here, even if this hadn't worked. Like, let's say, you know, you beat this down smash here. So let's say this happens, you end up positive on frames. Like, what are you gonna get here? Like, let's say you run up and up smash or something. Oh, great, you got 20-something%. That's great, but, like, you risked your life for that. The biggest thing you can get out of this is probably an up smash for some damage, and it doesn't do much compared to what they can get, which is this. So it's just like a bad risk-reward situation in general to do that.
I could have died off that.
Yeah, you could have died off that. And there was no... Like, if you can die off something, there better be a reason such that, like, you can kill your... Like, sorry, there better be a situation where, like, if you guess right, you kill your opponent. What you want is situations where if you guess right, you kill your opponent. And if you guess wrong, they just hit you and you go to the other side of the stage. And the Samus has a lot of those situations where, like, Fox can... Like, let's say Samus is, like, recovering, like, right here. And you're at, like, 80... and she's at 80, if you just run in an up smash, let's say you guess absolutely wrong, and she just waits a second and doesn't fast fall, the up smash whiffs and she nairs you, you just omps attack over here. That's it. That's all that happened. But if you were right and she did fast fall, she dies. Those are the types of situations that you really want to go for, where if you guess right, big win. If you guess wrong, I took some damage. What you don't want is the opposite of that, these situations, where if you guess right, you get a bunch of damage, and if you guess wrong, you die. That's what they want. So you shouldn't be fighting in situations where that can happen.
Does this basically come down to valuing center stage more, or am I being too simplistic with that?
Well, okay, so Samus, how does Samus kill Fox?
Strong smash attacks and aerials,
So
and maybe projectiles and stuff.
So how often have Nair or back air killed you from center stage or F smash? The answer is probably almost never. The way Samus kills Fox is by edge guarding him.
Yeah.
Even if you're at 160 and she F smashes you, you just fly way over off stage and she just gets an easy edge guard. That is how she kills Fox every time. Every time. Off of edge guards. She doesn't have any vertical kills at all. She literally has none. She doesn't have a single one. She will exclusively kill you off of edge guards, or very rarely she'll do something like up throw charge shot, or up throw. Even if she up throw back airs you, you still live, and then she edge guards you. So Samus kills off of edge guards, and Fox usually doesn't kill Samus off of edge guards. His goal, his best type of kill on Samus is to kill off the top. And so therefore, you don't actually want to fight towards the edges of the stage. You want to fight in center. It's not about holding center and keeping him in the corner, because that doesn't... If you're in center and he's in the corner, it's like you're usually going to end up fighting somewhere around the middle, and then you're still a down smash's range from the edge. So the best thing to do is you fight in the center. Samus has to... objectively, that Samus has to put in more work to get you off stage if you're in the center. And if she's seeming really down smashy or something like that, you can even fight a little bit off center here. Because if she down smashes you, she doesn't get a follow-up. There's a lot of situations where Samus can hit you with her really good openings, like her best openings, and she doesn't really get a follow-up. There's even a lot of situations like where she gets the down tilt, which is like her best read on Fox a lot of times, where she'll down tilt you, and you DI like this, the best thing she gets is a tech chase. And if you tech to center, what's she gonna do? Down smash you? And then you just DI out, and then she has to go for an edge guard, and then you have the possibility of going to ledge dash off. She doesn't actually have a lot of guaranteed kills or combos on you. What she does have is when she gets a really good opening like this down smash, she has a pretty good edge guard on you. So the goal is to mostly stay in center and actually just continue fighting in center stage. And so for situations like this, when you're sharking Samus, this is not her most vulnerable point. Her most vulnerable point is landing. So it's okay to do these mix-ups where you try to hit her out of the air, but there's not really a reason. I mean, obviously that one was good, that up air was good. So then, when she's here, your goal should just be to be below her. What is she gonna do? You can just up tilt her if she nairs you or something like that, and then let's say you're right beneath her here, and then she's drifting like this. Let's say you just move out of the way, or you're at this spacing, and then she does this missile. You can just nair in and hit her right here, because this is the place where she's weak. It's when she lands. She's obviously, you can still hit her when she's here, but she has all kinds of options. If you did this, she can air dodge, she can use a bomb, she can do all this stuff. When she's right next to the ground, she's not really gonna bomb. She's gonna try to protect herself on her landing, and that's when you have the option to dash dance, grab her aerials. If she's gonna missile, this missile basically doesn't work because Fox can just look how open she is to an up smash or something if you had just stayed on the ground. But by committing and going in the air like this, you're basically turning a situation for her that's like a 20-80 losing situation into a 50-50 of whether this up air hits.
So I could have just up smashed that.
Yeah. What's she gonna do? What's she gonna do?
Yeah, all these sporadic up airs you see, it's just me purely. I don't understand what will work. Will this work? Will this work? Will this work?
Let's say you're Samus. Pretend you're Samus here, and the scary Fox is on the ground. What are you gonna do to protect yourself here? What do you have?
Just try to drift.
Okay, so you
I don't
drift
know.
here,
There's
and then
nothing.
Fox just dashes. His dash is much faster than your drift. What are you gonna do?
Just land and throw out a move.
Okay, so yeah, but right before you land, Fox can just short hop you, because he's aiming for this nice little short hop slash up smash range. So if you try to land and he tries to up smash, your best shot is maybe like back air or something. Like she doesn't have good options to protect from below her. This is why Samus is such a strong grounded character. When you get her in the air, she doesn't really have good options right here, and her down air is like reactable easily. So you can put a lot of pressure on these types of situations, but by doing this rather than continuing to apply pressure, you're just saying Samus is in the air, let me try to hit her, rather than letting her just sit on that pressure of like, oh, this whole time when she's coming down, Fox could just randomly attack. Like if you're dash dancing here, this whole time she knows you could randomly attack, she's much more likely to make a guess. So I've been talking about this a lot with people lately, is like maintaining the tension. Like if you're in an advantageous situation, you don't have to immediately go for something. You can kind of just keep dash dancing and making them think you're really gonna go for something, because let's say she gets scared and back airs early, then you have a zero risk whiff punish. So it's basically like, you're giving your opponent chances to get scared and do something dumb. But if you go for this early, they don't have a chance to make a mistake, because they're just, this is the first point where you can possibly hit them. So they're like, oh, is he going to come in immediately? And you just do. And if they avoid it, they're fine. But if you wait this whole range, they have to be like, is he coming in now? Is he coming in now? Is he coming in now? And it's very scary, and it's very likely that they'll lash out and try to do something like that. If he's falling here and you're dash dancing, you can wave dash down or something like that, and they'll think you jumped and they'll back air, and then you get a super free punish, So give your opponent chances to mess up when they're in a bad position. Don't just immediately go for this, and the more grounded you are, you're also preserving your own options.
So would you generally advise against going for a short hop up air in that case?
Yeah, because if you're going to short hop up air there, you might as well be up smashing.
Yeah.
It basically covers the same thing, and but with an up smash, you can ASDI down his nair or back air. Whereas if you up air, he's going to get the aerial hit, and you'll fly away, and you won't be able to possibly follow up.
So it's better to stay on the ground.
It's usually better to stay on the ground, yes.
Okay.
And then so he gives you something like this. This is such a clean, just full hop up and back air this. Or up air this. Like this is so reactable of like he just jumps up and nairs like this. Like if he does this, your brain should go, oh, thanks for the free opening, Samus. Like this is him reading that you're gonna full hop in on him, and it's just like, this is like those things where like if you give your opponent the chance to do something stupid, a lot of times they will. And he does this stupid thing, and then it's also so you say, oh, would you like to do something stupid? And your opponent goes, oh, why, yes, I would. And they do the stupid thing. You have to be sure to punish them for it.
If I back aired immediately, like if I just try to hit Samus's back air, am I losing that trade every time?
Wait, like when?
Do I just lose?
Like on
if
reaction
I try
to this?
Yeah, if I try to actually hit when the hitbox is still out.
You just win this. This is a full win.
Oh, for real? Okay.
Yeah, because so this is the weak part of the nair. So even if it does hit you, you're fine, and you're going to be hitting him with the strong part of your back air. And based on the angle that back air comes out on, most of the time you'll just actually hit Samus without trading here. Her nair is not like it's this big bubble right here or something. Like it's literally just like like her nair is not.
I never
fantastic.
looked at the hitbox.
It's not like super tiny, but like it's really not like huge. It's not huge. And if she is coming down with her nair, you will be able to trade the back air from this angle. And, like, even if you don't, and you feel like waiting, like, this is still free, you know, before he can nair again. So it's like, if you want to go, like, if they nair like this nair, just know this is a guaranteed punish. You can literally just wait and then back air here if you want. Like, literally just, boop, like, free. Looking, like, it's so simple. Just hit them. And then when you're in a situation, when you're in a situation like this, it's very easy to feel like, well, there was no reason for you to do this jump here. Because you basically gave Samus what she wanted. Where she jumps like this, you had so many options. You can literally stand here and up tilt, you can jump in and hit her, you can do anything. But you just kind of treat it as like, wow, she has, and you're just kind of like, okay, so she's coming down here, so I need to get out of the way. And it's like, no, she already lost. You can just beat her up for this. It's already over. So you move out of the way, and okay, she gets to reset the nair. This is fine, but you don't need to jump. If you just dashed and stood here, this is a free punish on the ground. If she lands with this nair, you can just run in and grab her.
Okay. What you're saying is like a firmware update to my brain.
Awesome. And then, yeah, so, yeah, I think this is kind of... And another thing that's kind of important, you usually, as a rule, as a general rule, you do not want to be falling onto Samus. Generally. It's something to avoid as consistently as you can. There are situations where you can full hop and then she'll wave dash underneath you and you can go for like a falling up air or something and make it work. But in general, you do not want to fall onto Samus. So if I was watching, like, watch from the Samus's perspective. So she shoots this missile, and so you actually had a potential to, like, single hit drill her or up air her or something like that. But normally you wouldn't there. And then, like, going for these jabs and, like, this jab up smash, this is worthless because, once again, if you guess right, you get a little bit of percent. If you guess wrong, which you did, a good Samus will wave dash and down tilt you here, or wave dash and down smash, and then you'll be off stage, and she sets up for her only potential kill option, which is the edge guard. So yeah, going for these, like double jumps and stuff like that, that's not good. If you feel afraid, in this situation right here, which is understandable, you should just go to ledge and ledge dash off. If you feel super afraid. You don't have to necessarily feel afraid here. You don't necessarily have to feel afraid, but I can understand because it feels like she's gonna like forward tilt you off or something like that. If you're actually scared of that, you can just go to ledge, easy peasy, and then ledge dash off. Okay. What's she gonna do? Nothing. That's actually a universal rule as Fox. If you're ever in the corner and you're just scared out of your mind, literally just go to ledge and ledge dash. It's free. It's broken, actually. Melee's ledges are one of the worst parts of the game. And it's silly to not abuse them. Okay, there's that falling onto him. Yeah, you don't want to be going for this. Remember, look at these feet. These juicy feet right here. Down tilt. You can just get the easy
I don't think I down tilted a single time in either of these matches.
So that's fine. You weren't aware of it. Down tilt, you can grab here. You can grab into a forward throw here. That's like pretty effective. You can sort of position right here and just sort of like back air the shield. Nothing is gonna happen to you. But committing with something like a dash attack, it opens up that. So this is the thing with Samus, is that you hit her with like the dumbest dash attack possible. Like, there was not a way to do a worse dash attack there. And she doesn't have anything. What does she do? You're at 96. She uppies out a shield. Whew, okay. I got 12 damage on Fox. What else did I get?
That was just bad.
Literally nothing. Like, Fox did the worst option he could possibly do there, and Samus got nothing out of it. 12 damage is nothing. So now you're just reset at neutral. But once again, why would I go in to fight a Samus in the corner when I can't kill her? None of my moves here would kill Samus. Versus characters like Falcon, Falco, Sheik, all these characters. If you like nair them out of the corner here, then they go off stage and they only have this simple recovery and you can actually kill them out of it. If you run in and nair Samus here, she's gonna go off stage. You're usually not gonna get an edge guard out of that. You can hit her off and then go for that. But like, her options in this situation are also get an edge guard. So like, what if she's at this percent? Remember, down tilt to up air kills at like 70 something. So what if you just got a couple lasers and then you waited in center, and then she starts moving in, and then you run in a down tilt, you know? And then, oh, what if she down smashes me? Well, I'm now here instead of here. So when she down smashes, if you DIN on the down smash at 100%, you go too high up and she doesn't even get a punish. So you can set up these situations where you're looking for the potential to kill her. You're 2 lasers away from kill percent. She can't actually punish these lasers because she's here. So all you have to do is shoot a couple lasers here, then wait here. When she comes into fight, she doesn't really have any moves that can instantly kill you. She's mostly looking for something, multiple reads into an edge guard, where you're looking for a direct kill conversion. Alright, let's see what happens now. I know we've been through 1 stock.
Yeah. Valuable information.
Okay, yeah, so this is another thing of, like, remember, don't use your double jump like this on FD. Like, you're not ever going to get an opening. She's setting up camp here. She has a bomb. She's about to have a missile out. You're not going to be able to get in on this situation, but it's also not going to do anything to you if you just stand here. So, like, you know, this is also free laser damage. Like, this is literally... Because remember, you're usually not going to kill Samus at low percent. The lowest percent you're going to kill her is with the down tilt up air, or with up tilt up air, or with up smash. Those are like your primary early, quote, early kill percents, which are like in the 70s or 80s. And so your goal is to build her to that percent without risking your own death. And so if you're in a situation like this, where she has the bomb out and the missile out, this is just a free win for you, because you get some laser damage, you're not threatened, and this situation will go away in a split second by just jumping over the missile, and the bomb is in the way, and so what? You got her closer to kill percent, she got nothing on you. But you double jump into this, okay. So now he does this bomb. Yeah, look at this. So it's like, what value does this have? So, okay, good shield. So he does this bomb. He's here. Once again, literally free lasers. Like, this is free damage. This is so completely free. Great. There's nothing they can do here. But you, like, take this bomb as, like, he's like, I dare you to step across this line. And you're like, I'm stepping. And you step right here. And it's like, why? You have a gun. There's no reason to step across his line into his trap territory, where he's down smashes waiting for your poor 12% Fox. And you get this up air, but this is irrelevant.
That shouldn't be part of the game plan.
Like, you won this situation, but it doesn't matter because it wasn't good. And look, notice, because you don't know your percents, this up air is not that bad at a little bit of a lower percent, but at this percent, look how high up Samus goes from this. Like, what if this had been like 60, or sorry, lower than 60? Like, what if it had been like 55? Then you might have actually gotten a double up air out of this. But at this percent, you're not going to get anything. You have to know your percents. You're not going to... So, oh, there you go. You didn't jump into the air. Instead, you just were like, up smash? Look, this looks pretty scary, right? You were scared of this situation earlier, but now you're like, I don't care, I'll up smash. And it just wins. You don't even trade. And he's dead.
Yeah.
He's just dead.
I was surprised when I hit. I was like, fuck yeah.
Okay, yeah, so this is just like a clean punish right here. So I'm not going to really comment on this exact neutral situation. You should avoid doing this jump as much as you can, but you did it, and then he did this full hop. This is just like a, free falling up air or a back air right here. Going for the drill while he's in the air doesn't make a lot of sense. Yeah, and so it's kind of like this situation where you're like, I'm going to double jump as high as I can, and then the Samus is here reading your jump, and it's like, wait a minute, that's not supposed to happen. These characters are supposed to play on the ground, and the goal is for Fox to get Samus above him. So your goal should always be to get Samus above you. And you don't need to, like, give missiles so much power. They're not very good. You can literally just do any move, and it'll go through them. You can spot dodge them. You can just full hop backwards and get out of the way and avoid any potential threats. You can shield them. You can power shield them. I think like doing stuff like power shielding this is so nice. Like if you can practice power shielding missiles, it's pretty easy, and it just completely sends it back, and now you have a missile going at Samus, and that's not good for Samus. So it's like, so you ending up in the situations where the Samus just keeps reading you, going, oh, I got it. Well, she has missiles here, so I gotta be like here, and it's like, no, you don't need to be up here and come down on it. You can just literally win this fight down here.
That's honestly what I was thinking. I was like, I am definitely not getting hit by this missile.
So you're like, yeah, I'll just get way out of the way.
Yeah.
Once again,
like
this is that risk reward thing where it's like, if you're here, this is free. This is for a free 2 lasers. This is like you're not gonna kill her out of this. Just hold center, shoot a couple lasers. What's she gonna do? That's like 6% or something. Just pew pew, and she's here. Oh no, I took damage from Fox. But instead, you're like, give me this up smash, come on. And it's like if you hit this, you get 19 damage. Instead, you die, or you should die. But the Samus is not good enough. That should have hit, and you should just be literally dead. You should have lost the stock for that. And look, you got okay. So this is another small thing. So you give up this space, which is good. This is the spot I was talking about. This is a great spot to fight Samus. This is a great spot. So you get these lasers here. You get more lasers, which is totally fine. The Samus is jumping for some reason, which should be your cue to actually take space, because remember, she doesn't have any good options. You can just take this space. Yeah. But you're so she jumps and you're like, I'm out. Like, where are you going? She's over here. Like, you lasered her, she jumped. You're like, well, I don't want her to hit me with her nair that goes like this at this angle. It's like across the stage. It's like, no. Why are you dashing back here? So you dash dance, and then you're like where are you going? Like, the Samus is over here.
I'm just waiting for this missile. I'm like,
yeah, you're just like bring out the missile so that I can full hop double jump over it and have no options in the air, and then Samus can jump. It just looks funny to me because this matchup is supposed to be both characters playing on the ground, and you're like freaking and Samus is like, I'll stop you, and you're just air fighting like you're Jigglypuff dittoing or something. And it's like, these characters fight grounded. Both characters want the opponent above them. Yeah, and then so this is just that sort of thing where you don't know. You're like, Samus is in the corner. Like, all my training tells me I should be attacking her in the corner, but remember, you shouldn't be. So there's no reason to go for that. So the nice thing is that this is the thing I was talking about, where, like, let's say Samus, like, let's say this situation was different. Let's say Samus was, well, okay, most of the time Samuses will crouch the other way. But in this situation, this is great for you. Let's say Samus was at like 130 here. This up air would be pretty justified, because if Samus forward smashes you here, you're fine. But in this case, you're basically exchanging damage for damage, and she was actually a lot more dangerous over here than you were. Okay, there's the back air. Good. Up smash, get her in the air. Okay, this was okay. You got away with it this time. So this is okay. I think going for this is okay, this jump, only after you see the bomb. Wait for her to bomb first before you jump up like this. Because if she didn't bomb here and you jumped up like this, she can fast fall and get to the ground first. Or not first, but in a way that you can't press your advantage. So you're here.
Okay.
And so this nair is acceptably good. This is a fine nair. I still would have preferred you to stay on the ground here, but basically this is the other half of the mix-up, which is like, remember before you tried to up air her at this height? So you didn't try to do that this time, and she's here. She's like so tense. She's like, oh no, maybe I'll just read him and go to the ground, and then this hits. So that's like that thing of just waiting a little bit longer gave you this nair, and you can wait that long, or you can wait longer, or you can wait even longer. So those are your kind of mix-ups. Going for this nair is fine as long as it's part of this range of mix-ups. Let me see this. So the reason why this isn't great is if you mistime this slightly, she'll hit you with a grapple.
Okay.
So doing this type of stall against Samus isn't that useful. What you want to be doing here is you can either get some laser damage when she's off in this position. Like she's doing this. Okay, you get this backer. That was good. It's good. It's fine to grab the ledge when she's like this close. That's fine. So now she's here. This is a fine ledge grab because you're threatening, hey, don't drift right to the ledge. So look, she does this drift in, drift back. Remember how I was saying they do that all the time? So remember, out of this situation, Samus can bomb again. She can drop into a grapple. I think she might still have her double jump. There's a lot of options that she has. I think it's better to play safe during this edge guard than to be sort of extra like this. Like I said, if you find the opportunity to full hop off into the bomb, then I would go for that. But otherwise, I think it's better to play safe here. She has too many options when recovering. And so you get the burn into the back here, and so it would have worked out in that case. But overall, I think it's better to play it a little safer here and not potentially lose your stock over. Because the thing is you're basically risking your stock with frame perfect stalls for the chance at one more back air, and then she's just up here and she just does the same thing again, you know? So it's another situation where it feels like, well, these back airs are sick because they're edge guarding her, but she's floaty. She'll just go like up at this angle, and she'll just literally drift back to stage again. So even though this back air feels like, oh, I'm really edge guarding her, the back air is actually just damage, and you have to treat it like it's just damage. It's not actually an edge guard, it's just damage. So if she gives you free damage, that's great. And you can back at her here and go onto the stage and laser her a bunch for even more free damage. But you have to remember that it is damage. It's not a kill.
Yeah, no wonder it never works.
Yeah, jumping up on her from below. So you go, oh, this is, yeah, perfect. Okay, thank you for hitting that up smash. That is what you can do when she nairs like that. No Samus should ever be doing these nairs to you because you just literally kill her for it. Okay. Yeah, there's no reason to do the double jump there. The full hop suffices. And you don't even need the full hop there. So, okay, this happens. Okay. Those lasers. See, the laser was good. You got the laser, but you don't have the game plan. You go, well, I hit a laser. I guess I should fight her now. And the thing is, so she goes in the air. You can approach with this, but you don't want to jump into the approach because you're timing this such that when she lands, you're coming in from above. So it was okay. Your two options in this situation right here were keep lasering, which is great. You get her out of the zero range. You make it easier to up smash and stuff like that. So more lasers here, totally acceptable. When she jumps like this, I do support you coming in and looking for like the shark, but it's ground. You want a grounded shark. Remember that, and you can nair through this right here. If you're grounded right here, you could just nair through this, and then you have a great situation. But you don't want to be dropping onto her. Okay, that up smash was fine. So look at this. This up smash, you're at 80 and she's at 2, and so yeah, whatever. Ignore this up air. Look, you go for this up smash. This is Samus's best situation here, right? Like, her worst situation is your up smash hits her and there's no trade. This is all she can ask for here, is this trade. You get 19 damage or whatever it is, and she gets a weak nair. It resets to neutral. But you got more damage than her for free. Effectively.
Okay.
Oh, this was great. So this was a really good grab, but so this bait on the forward tilt, this is like textbook. This is fantastic. This is a lot of times how your grounded game should look right here, where you dash back, you dash in, Samus thinks you're going to run in and she can forward tilt you, which will cause you to maybe go off stage. Once again, even if this hits, it's not going to be a big deal. You dodge it successfully. You run in right here. Oh, so you were a little late, so the grab it here actually is better. But most of the time, you want to try to... Basically, you want to do this... This is exact situation, but with running shine.
Okay.
Like, she whiffs this, and just immediately dash in afterward and running shine her. You were a little slow, so the grab is actually the better option, because she might try to shield the running shine and up be out of shield. So the grab... If you're a little slow, the grab is better. But if you're ideally you want that shine because then you get the running shine combos into wave shine up tilt, like reverse up tilt, way easier than in place shine. So you most of the time in this spot you'll get literally a wave shine into a reverse up tilt into a back air, then she's still in the air, you get another shark into an up smash. It's great. You can build all your damage like that and then just get ways to kill her. Okay, so this up air was good because she's in the bomb stun. So this up air is really, if you can read, if she does a bomb and she's drifting, you do actually want to read these with up airs.
And in the meantime, just keep dash dancing on the ground, waiting for that.
Yeah, like basically you're waiting for her to get into this range. Remember where it's like mix up that I mentioned? You want her to get into that range, but remember, if she does a bomb, you get a free up air because she can't fast fall while she's in the bomb. So if she does the bomb and she's in stun, she can't nair you. You get a free potential up air, which was really good. But then you go for another up air without her bombing. So she does the bomb, you go, oh sick, free up air, great. Now you're here. This is when you get beneath her and shark again, without jumping. But you jump in, notice that she gets the fast fall nair, and now she's back to the ground. That was funny. Okay, so you're here. So she bombs. This was a little greedy because she bombs so high. This is basically like an irrelevant bomb. It's because she's so high up. So you don't need to jump, just literally dash dance. She's just stalling. So she's stalling, but because you go for this commitment, you miss your chance to get the free shark.
So I'm basically communicating, hey, it's safe to land over here because I just did this.
Well, yeah, she basically like whiff punishes your up air by escaping disadvantage. So she sees this up air and she goes, oh sick, I'm free. Whereas if you wait, what is she going to do? Like, pretend you don't jump here and she's here and you're just like still dash dancing here, still dash dancing. Oh, free mix up that whole range.
So instead of getting the mix up, I'm just throwing it away.
Yeah, that's what you did in that case. So you wait for her to bomb. If she doesn't bomb, wait for the mix up low to the ground. Oh, that was
low missile.
That was the weirdest missile I've ever seen in my entire life.
No, I swear to God, look at the Pokemon game. Well, I don't know if you have time, but
I don't think we do. But
they do it again.
That very hilarious because you can just obviously short hop over the missile.
Yeah.
In cases like this, just be confident. Just go to ledge. The B goes through the missiles like 99% of the time. Okay, and then he does a good edge guard. We're pretty much at time, but
yeah.
I'll go through this last stock really quick. Okay, good ledge dash up smash. A lot of people will fall for that. Going high again. Yep, going high again. Coming in from above. Coming in from above. Missed ledge dash. Huh, I wonder if you'll come in from above. Full hop double jump you don't want. So, okay, this is that shark situation again. You get this up throw. Good up throw. Good. Then it's okay to go for this because if they try to bomb or like they try to read you and just come down with an instant nair, this will hit. This is okay because you don't lose your shark. But then the second this loses the shark. So you have this. This is good. This does not lose the shark. It forces the double jump. You see the bomb. This loses the shark. And then that. See, just be careful and understand that, like, when he's in the air, you want to maximize your chances of winning the sharking situation. And by just sort of going for it, that's just a gamble. It's not actually... Great angle. It's not actually maximizing your chances of winning. And then, yeah, you're at high percent. Samus gets to do her little jab stuff. You're coming from above again. You just happen to get the opening. Okay, you take some laser damage. That's good. You're doing the lasers. That's good. Remember, you don't need to go this high over these. You know, one full hop would be fine here. Okay, he whiffs that. That's good. Okay, that was good. I actually very much agree with that. Yeah, kind of missing the sharking because you're you keep committing with this early up air, right? Focus on the short hop / grounded mix-ups there, and that'll help a lot more. Okay, so that's about an hour.
Game changing.
I think we actually went over a lot of really good important points during that.
Oh yeah, yeah, that
So
was very helpful.
awesome. Yeah, so I'll be uploading this to YouTube in like a day or two probably. But if you have any clips or extra questions or something that you're confused on, then feel free to hit me up about it. But otherwise, I wish you the best of luck on improving in this matchup.
Yeah, man, I appreciate it.
All right, yeah, have a good one. I'll send you the
Hey,
payment information in a second.
all right, cool.
All right,
Have a
awesome.
good night.
Later.